do the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. I've actually already started. I just didn't record myself yet. So the ones I've done so far is I've started with, so I've drawn it all out in the book. As you can see, I've already covered one, which is read a complete webcomic. I've kind of fixed it around a bit myself to be what I'm kind of more interested in. Like one of them is read a Harry Potter book, because I've never read a Harry Potter book, and I was never planning to. So I decided maybe I should give it a shot. So I've read these, so the alphabet challenge, the rainbow challenge, the name challenge, and the genre challenge have all been down here. For the genre challenge, I have these. I've got 10. So I've got Litfic, biography, classic, thriller, non-fiction, history, fantasy, romance, sci-fi, and poetry. Then obviously spelling my name, alphabet, all of that. So I've read 2 books, and then I read the webcomic. So I read, put a picture up please, editor, this one, The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, and this one, Hostile by Nicole Dykes. I will say my opinion now. And then for the webcomic, I read a BL called, there you go, picture, Our Sunny Days by Jiang Shokachan, which was pretty good. I'm currently trying to plot out what I'm going to read for the other challenges, because there's quite a few here that are quite daunting. Read a 500 page in a day. Read thrifted books. I've been looking, there hasn't really been anything great. I was looking for Twilight mainly, and then I found a copy, and then it was in pretty bad condition, so I was like, oh, I won't get it. I'll like look at another store they'll probably have, because you know Twilight is kind of dead. And I could only find the Eclipse. I could only find like the second and third book, so I was like, okay, I'll leave that. I'm struggling with 5 books set not from the US. I've got The White Tiger, which is not, it's set in India. It's like 5 books not set in the US, and books that are not written by US or Canadian or UK authors, which is like everyone. Read a classic and an adaptation. And then here for my read a 2000 bestseller, because obviously it's like read a bestseller from the year you're born. So I did 1,000 Splendid Suns. I was going to do a Harry Potter book, but the most popular Harry Potter book in 2007 was like the 7th one, and I don't really feel like reading the whole series right now. I've got here 3 lowest rated books on my TBR is Snuff by Chuck Palahniuk. I don't know how to say his name. And then also Damned by him. Like both of them had 3.22, which is kind of, I thought it was good. He made Fight Club. I've never read it. I just saw the movie. And then I have this book, which I did find at a thrift store. Please do not judge me. I've got Pack Challenge, which I found at a local bookstore. It looks interesting. Got it for like 40 rand. Put that in American money. It just looks like smart, but it's got like a 3.5 rating. So I was like, I'll read it. It's also, I think, like 200 pages. It's really not that daunting, I don't think. Yeah, no, 205. I don't think that'll be difficult. Then for the 500 page plus, I wanted to do Fourth Wing, because everyone likes Fourth Wing. I've heard like nothing but good stuff about it. So I was like, okay, why not? Then it's like complete a 4+ book series. And I'm kind of cheating because it's not actually 4+, it's 4. This Woven Kingdom by Tierra Matthew. Shadow Me, girl. I really like Shadow Me. I didn't finish it, but I should. But I want to read it because I saw an excerpt on Pinterest and it looked really good. Then I have the one which is like the book and then the blurbs of the book. So it's like a book and then 3 book blurbs. So on this one, Book Lovers by Emily Henry. We've got Taylor Jenkins Reid and Colleen Hoover. And then on the back, we've got Beth O'Leary, Ali Hazelwood, and Casey McChristian. And lucky for me, I actually have One Last Stop. I've got a physical copy, so I'll read that. And then I've decided to do Mate by Ali Hazelwood, because I don't think I'll do this anytime soon. So by the time it gets to that, Mate will have been out. I think it comes out in like October.
Yes.
And then I chose to do Taylor Jenkins Reid because I never read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I remember back in like 23, 22, everyone was talking about it. So I was like, maybe it's not that bad. So I have to read those 4. And then there's also YouTube authors, which this gets into like difficult territory. Because I don't know if it means YouTubers that like are authors that are making books, like, I forgot that girl's name. I don't know if it means authors that are YouTubers or YouTubers that wrote books, you know? Because like it could be either reading Children of Eden by Joe Graceffa or reading John Green, you know? I put down Turtles All the Way Down by John Green because I've heard good things about it. But as of now, I would like to read BookTube authors' stuff, but I just don't know where to look, you know? Then it's the Complete the Rainbow. That's kind of just reading, and you can pick out colors from the thing. Like one of them I picked black and it was just the guy's hair color. Genre challenge, that's a bit difficult because I kind of tend to stick to romance. But this whole thing is kind of about getting out of your comfort zone. Spell my name, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah. So that's where I'm sitting at the thing now. I'm currently reading The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. And at this current moment, I don't want to continue it. I'm not opposed to Omegaverse. I know what it is. I've been knowing what it is, but I just don't like how she's executed it, and I also kind of feel like there's too much smut.
Oh my god, bro.
I know some people will disagree with me and say, there's no such thing. There is. Okay. It's like at the scene now. Spoilers. That this girl, main character, what's her name? I forgot the main character's name and the love interest, so it really can't be that influential. But the main character, who happens to be the Omega woman, right? She works at a hospital. She calls in her cardio interventional doctor boyfriend to have sex in the hospital. What? So I said, no thanks, and I skipped that whole chapter, and I don't feel bad about it. I'm at the point where they're like starting to get together because it's fake dating. So they were fake dating, now they're actually getting together. But I'm like, I'm not rooting for you guys. I don't care for you guys. But at this point, I'm like 73% through, so I'm just gonna finish it. That's how I felt about Wolf Song. I have a lot of feelings about that book. I should actually make a video about it. And then for my opinions on the other books that I've actually read so far, I'll say, put a picture up. Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka was actually really good. It was a relatively easy to understand classic, which is, you know, classics are kind of always written in English that is a bit behind. It's not so simple to understand. There's often like symbolism. I also listened to it in an audiobook form while I was doing an exam. So I didn't have my full attention on it, but I did go back and I watched YouTube videos about it to really grasp the concept. I also didn't realize that Gregor Samsa was a human-sized cockroach and not a cockroach-sized cockroach. The imagery became far more disturbing when I started to imagine a human-sized cockroach. Also, I do have a shirt on. I just want to say that. It's just a strap. I'm in my pajamas. Sorry. But yeah, so the book is good. It's simple, it's easy to understand. There's a lot of themes, so you could dive deeper into it and understand the themes of love and fear and Gregor's relationship with his parents and his sister and like his sister's metamorphosis that she goes throughout the novel. I enjoyed it. I think it was really good. Definitely a classic that you can get into easily. It's also, I think it's like, what, 70 pages? So then I read, picture please, I read Hostile by Nicole Dykes, and this has been in my TBR for 3-4 years, and I found it free on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, okay, I'll read this. It was bad. Oh, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. And it was uninteresting. The whole like blurb is like, this main character is hostile. He's scary and he's bad. And then you get to it, you just find out he's got some like bad history because he was a foster child, and so were his family members. And now he gets with this other guy who's like rich and privileged, and he seems a little bit like standoffish, but never was he like hostile, like the name of the book. He just was standoffish. He was never like he was rude, but he was never aggressive. I thought he was going to be like a feral animal, you know. That's kind of what it sounded like in the blurb. I also just thought that he had so much. The character had so much in his whole vibe. Like, he had this history of abusive foster parents. He had these new ones that were great. There was a feeling of guilt that he had, and I just didn't think that the author really took it there. You know, it was there, but they didn't take it where it needed to be. If you understand what I mean. So I didn't rate it badly. I think like a 3, I think, for that one. And then obviously Metamorphosis, I'd give it like a 4.5, maybe even a 5. But I normally, when I rate my 5 stars, I kind of rate them off of how much I think about them after I've read them. So like with Lord of the Flies, I read it in 9th grade for school, and I sat in bed one night and I just thought about the actual idea of like these children massacring each other, and I was like, what is this? I remember I cried to my mom about it. So that was a 5-star. So was Animal Farm, but that's also because of my enjoyment of history. So I think Metamorphosis kind of stands like a 4.5. It's a little bit lower, but it was still really good. So I will update this thing. I think I'll post shorts about my opinions on the books I've read for this challenge specifically. Also credit to, QWERTY? YouTube channel, please, Kaden. Credit to QWERTY for making the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. It's on her YouTube channel. I know I have no one watching this, but still don't want to steal from other people. It's all free. It's really cool. Yeah. So I'll update when I finish reading The Fake Mate, and I'll put out a review about it slowly but surely. And then I think I'll update my progress next week. So in a week's time, see where I've gotten. I'd like to finish this. I know it's just a shirtless man. I'd like to finish it though. It's 200 pages. It will take me like 2 hours. There's also one challenge here on the book, on challenge, which is do a 24-hour challenge and read 3 books of 300 plus pages, which I am on holiday right now, school holiday, before I've got my finals coming up soon. So I can do it. I just don't know what to do, but I might just do. And also the thing is, the rule is that it cannot repeat. The only books that you can use for 2 challenges is on the alphabet and the rainbow challenges and stuff. The stuff that takes forever, you can use. I used Hostile to spell a part of my name, and the alphabet challenge, and the color challenge, and the genre challenge. But I can't use it now for read a 500-page book in a day, because even if it is plus 500 pages, I still can't put it in because it's supposed to not be. So I'm going to have to find 3 new books for that, and I can't actually use the books that are on the challenge so long, like 3 blurbs or the thrifted books or anything. They have to be completely new, which definitely makes the challenge a lot harder just because of the pure content that is in there. This challenge will probably take me like a year. But yeah, I think it'll be fun. Thank you so much.